Hello, guys. Today is another beautiful day, and I've come to tell you about how you can move to New Zealand to work as a teacher. So, if you're someone who is interested and you would want to move to New Zealand to teach, then this video is for you. So, if you're not a teacher and you've got someone who is a teacher, then you can also stay put and let's go through this together. Yeah, New Zealand is one of the beautiful countries where you can actually have a very good life, quality life, and you know an exciting opportunity to work and express your express your talents. So, guys, I'm gonna be taking you through this. You can see teaching council of Otoro, New Zealand. So if you want to register in New Zealand, because the first thing you have to do as a teacher is to register as a teacher in New Zealand. And once you've registered as a teacher, then you can actually search for a job and move to New Zealand. So if you just go to this website, moving to New Zealand or moving to Otoro, New Zealand as a teacher, then you're gonna see all the information that would help you to achieve this goal. But in the meantime, I'll just tell you there are some countries are already pre-approved. So just check out if your country is mentioned here, then it means you do not need to register. It's already pre-approved. For example, if you're from Australia or your education is awarded in Australia, or in Canada, or in Fiji Island, or in England, or in Ireland, or in Wales, Scotland, or South Africa, then you do not really need to register, to teach in New Zealand because it's already pre approved. So, this is important for you to know. But in any case, if you study overseas and you're not already pre-approved, then I'll be taking you through the process of moving to New Zealand. But by the way, before I forge ahead, I want to tell you the good news. The good news is that if you're a foreign trained teacher, you would be getting a 10,000 New Zealand dollar for relocation assistance, which makes your life easier, which means when I relocate and still have some change to keep with you. So that sounds very great, right? Yeah, that's good. So, what do you need to apply? There are a number of things you need to apply. Number one, you need to show you are satisfactorily trained to teach. And number two, you need to demonstrate English language competency of 7.0 for IELTS for you to teach in New Zealand, or you may meet English language requirements some other ways. And number three, you need to obtain overseas police clearance to show that your character is of good and good standing, and you would be able to live in New Zealand and handle young people. Number four, you need to verify your identity, number five, you need to gather further supporting documents such as copies of qualification, transcript, testimonial letters from your previous employers, and assessment of your teaching practice, and any evidence of induction, and when you have completed your teaching career. And you also need statement or certificate of professional standing. Okay, you would also be needing your CV. So those are all what you need. And once you've got this, then you apply for teachers registration and a practicing certificate. Okay, which you can submit in the page where I would be showing you. Okay, as you go down. Yeah, this. So let me just take you to registering. If you have to register, you have to apply for what they call Tomua. Tomua is the certificate for those who have to teach or who would be teaching in New Zealand. So you can see the process of applying Tomua and the course, and all you need to know about this registration. So that is very important for you to move. So I'm gonna drop this link. If I drop this link, just come down and look at this. You could be already a teacher or a new teacher. So if you're a new teacher, someone who just completed your teaching qualification, you hit up here. If you're already teaching, hit up here for teachers, and you're gonna see all the informations about how you can actually apply as a teacher, and further information that would help you to achieve this. For applying for full practicing certificate for the first time, this way you're gonna hit up. You're gonna see all the informations on how you can do this for the first time. Okay, yeah, so you can see, just have talked with your mentor, blah blah blah. Okay, those you can go through it anyway, so I don't want to waste time to do that. Yeah, and one important thing is that once you've completed this process of getting registered, then the next thing you have to do is to start the job search. But then let me just refresh you from like where I've said I want to show you here on the list. Before you apply, In Ontario, New Zealand, teachers to hold a trusted position in society. Together as a professional or as a profession, they have high standard and integrity, conduct, competence, and effective teaching practice. There are several steps involved in joining the 105,000 strong professions. Overseas trained teachers coming to New Zealand to fill a teaching vacancy may be eligible for an overseas relocation grant from the Ministry of Education. This grant can be up to 10,000 New Zealand dollars. So this is for you to see right from the website, so that you know how genuine this is. So guys, I'm gonna take you to two websites where you can actually apply for a job. The first one is trademe.nz. And if you go to trademe.nz, you're gonna see teaching positions, and if you just go and hit up teachers, you're gonna see about think nearly 200 position. Yeah, 233 position teaching positions are advertised in Trade Me, and you can look them up and just hit up. And if you hit up, you're gonna see the description of the job, what they expect from you, and every other information that would help you to apply for the position, how to apply and all that. So you can just do this and go to Trade Me. And the next one I would like to show you is sick.nz, even though I would not be logging in because my profile is in another account. So if you go to sick.nz, you're going to also see a number of jobs um, you know, which are available for teachers in New Zealand. So if you're a trained teacher in New Zealand, you just come to here and say teacher. If you hit up teacher, there's going to show you opportunities for teachers, and you can just go on and start up your application. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not logging in, so I may not have. Yeah, so you can see 975 jobs, teaching positions are all available. So you can go through them and see which of them that meets your requirement. I mean, that suits your experience, and you start your application rolling. So once you get this application done and you get hired, then you can actually move with what we call the Taiwan visa. Yeah, the tier one visa is available for you as a teacher, and this can take up to 8 weeks. But if you want to fast track it, then you can get it within 3 days to 1 week, and you can move to New Zealand. So, guys, this is about teaching in New Zealand, and this what New Zealand has got for you. So, if you ask me, New Zealand is a promising country that've got a lot of good packages for you as a teacher, and if you give it a shot, then it could actually be worth it. So, I'd just like you to go through this video and have fun while you start thinking of moving to New Zealand as a teacher. But do not forget to subscribe to this video. Do not forget to click on like. Do not forget to share it. So I wish you the best of luck.
Welcome to the second induction video for overseas trained teachers. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the national curriculum and to the concept of networks and collaboration. There are three official curricula in Aotearoa: Te Whāriki for early childhood, the New Zealand curriculum for English medium primary and secondary schools, and Te Marautanga o Aotearoa for Māori medium kura and whare kura. Let's focus on the New Zealand curriculum. The first thing to understand is that the New Zealand curriculum is not prescriptive. It is instead a framework. Schools design their own learning programs within a locally developed curriculum based on the needs and interests of their learners. You will need to become familiar with the cultural identity of the students in your school. The school will be able to share guiding documents to support you, such as guidance on assessment and cultural identity. Schools also develop their own strategic plans, policy, and procedures, which will help you understand the needs of the students in the school. This allows school leaders and teachers considerable freedom to work within the framework of the curriculum to achieve excellent learning outcomes for children and young people. The New Zealand curriculum is divided into 8 levels of learning, covering years 1 to year 13. There are 8 broad learning areas: English, the arts, health and physical education, learning languages, mathematics and statistics, science, social science, and technology. These are underpinned by values, principles, and key competencies to help deliver the vision of confident, connected, active, lifelong learners. We recommend you carefully read the New Zealand curriculum, available at www.nzcurriculum.tki.org.nz. As a teacher new to Aotearoa, we would not want you to feel professionally isolated. Learning with and from your colleagues is vital. You can also connect with networks of teachers from other schools who might share common interests, curriculum knowledge, and teaching experience. Currently, many schools have joined a community of learning, or kahui ako. These are geographically close schools who are improving teaching practice by enabling teachers to work together and benefit from each other's knowledge and experience. This collaboration helps all children to benefit from the skills and knowledge of great teachers across a group of schools. It also helps schools to work together, so it's easier for children and young people to move along their education pathway. The ministry has engaged a provider to support all overseas trained teachers. This will be mainly in the form of online modules, regional workshops, and a networking opportunity online, so you can connect with other overseas trained teachers. Your school leaders and colleagues will also be there to support you each day. Remember, once you are registered to teach in Aotearoa, New Zealand, you become a member of the professional body for teachers, the Teaching Council of Aotearoa, New Zealand. Check them out at www.educationcouncil.org.nz. Ngā mihi. Best wishes. Enjoy your teaching in Aotearoa.
Thank you. And yeah, we've got a second one. I'll just say if I could play it for you quickly.
What does it mean to be a teacher in Aotearoa, New Zealand? Kia ora, and congratulations on deciding to come and teach in Aotearoa, New Zealand. This video is to help you understand the New Zealand education system. New Zealand is culturally diverse. Immigration has grown the size and mix of New Zealand people. Maori are the indigenous people of Aotearoa, and New Zealand has large numbers of people from the Pacific Island nations, Europe, Asia, as well as most parts of the world. Te Tiriti o Waitangi, the Treaty of Waitangi, was signed in 1840 and is our founding document. Te Tiriti expresses the Crown's obligations and duties to Māori. You can look forward to learning Māori language, Te Reo Māori. This will enhance your teaching and mana in the eyes of your students and colleagues. Teachers have a trusted position. We recognise the influence teachers have on learners, their understanding of the world, and the future well-being of our society. As a registered teacher in Aotearoa, you will be a member of the professional body, the Teaching Council Aotearoa, New Zealand. You will need to uphold the Code of Professional Responsibility and Standards for the teaching profession, which set out what it means to be a teacher in Aotearoa, New Zealand. They reflect the expectations for ethical behaviour and effective teaching practice. Teaching in such an ethnically and culturally diverse environment can be challenging at first. Your learners, colleagues, and the profession will welcome and embrace the diversity and experiences you bring. Two frameworks called Tā Taiako and Tapasa will help you build your cultural competence in your teaching practice. They are aligned with the code and standards. All of this information is available on the Council's website. The vision for the National Curriculum of New Zealand is that we prepare children and young people to be confident, connected, and active lifelong learners. The pathway to this vision can be taken in two ways, either through English language teaching or through learning in the Māori language. Schools who deliver in Māori have a Māori-specific curriculum known as Te Marautanga o Aotearoa. There are approximately 2,500 schools in our system. 300 of these are secondary schools, and the balance are a mix of schools catering to different primary-aged children. 277 schools deliver education in Māori. Schools in our system are as diverse as the communities they serve. Approximately 95% of young children attend an early childhood centre, and this leads on to starting primary school at around 5 years of age. There are two types of primary schools, those catering for years 1 to 6, and full primary schools who cater for years 1 to 8. Large numbers of children progress their pathway through intermediate schools catering for years 7 and 8. Children progress to secondary schools at around 12 or 13 years of age. Young people can remain at secondary school for 5 years to continue their learning and gain the national qualification, the National Certificate of Education Achievement. The governing and managing of schools is highly devolved. Each state school is governed by an elected group of parents, the principal, and a staff representative. Secondary school boards of trustees include a student representative. Each board of trustees must govern their schools in accordance with the Education Act. Boards of trustees in our system are a legal entity and have the ability to recruit their principal and teachers. Boards of trustees and their principal also have the responsibility for staff development. We are sure that the New Zealand education system will challenge and grow your teaching. We encourage you to learn with and from the students you teach. We call this ako. Being both a teacher and a learner will benefit your teaching long into the future. Stay tuned for our next video where you can learn about the national curriculum.